Hi friends, my name is Kendall Burns, and if you're new to my channel, I do all kinds of simple projects, DIYs, cleaning, recipes, basically home life. So if that interests you and you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Let's talk about the Cricut. If you're watching this video, you probably already have a Cricut. If you don't have a Cricut, you should get one. I am obsessed. I have the Cricut Explore Air 2, which is not the latest version, but it's like the second one back. And I have to be honest with you guys, I took it out of the box and I tried one project and it didn't work. And then my Cricut sat on my desk table for 3 months collecting dust because I was so disappointed. I thought I would make this video that is the perfect beginner project for your Cricut. So here we go. To start this project, you need to already have your Cricut out, plugged in, and you need to have the Design Space software downloaded on either your phone or computer. What I'm gonna show you today is from an iPhone. The other thing that you're gonna need is a mat. If your Cricut came with a standard grip, you're gonna wanna get a light grip board for all paper crafting. The other thing you'll need is just a variety of papers. All this paper, it's all 4th of July-ish paper. I have some pieces I'm gonna show you like how to cut when you have a full piece of paper, but then I'm also gonna show you how to cut when you have a ton of scraps. Because if you're a crafty person, you have tons of paper. Go ahead and get your phone, open the Cricut Design app. You should already be signed in, but if you're not, oh my gosh, it's gonna make me sign in. Are you kidding me? Ay, 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 just when you think. Once you are signed in, you should be on the home page. Go ahead and push New Project, and it'll open the canvas, is what they call it. So go ahead and push Shapes, scroll to the right, scroll to the right, yep. And click on Star. And then click Star again, because I'm gonna do 2 different sizes of stars for this banner. So click on the first, and at the very bottom, push Edit, and then you're gonna change the width. This is personal preference. You can choose to make your stars any size you want. For my banner, I'm gonna do a 3-inch star, and then I'm gonna click on the other one, and I'm gonna do a 2.25-inch star. And I'm just gonna drag it below. I'm gonna click on the large star again. At the bottom of Design Space, I'm going to click Actions, and duplicate. And then I'm just gonna drag it over, and I'm going to, in order to select more than one, I'm just gonna drag my finger over what I want selected. So I'm gonna drag over both of the large stars, and I'm gonna say duplicate. So then I have 4. And then I'm gonna select all 4 of them, and I'm gonna say duplicate again. And then I could select all 8 and say duplicate. So that's a really simple way to copy one thing. Instead of doing like 1 at a time, you just do like 4 and then select them all and duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. So for this project, I am going to do, just gonna drag them up. I am going to do 16 large stars and 16 small stars. So I'm gonna duplicate the small stars the same way. I'm just gonna do 4 of them, select them all, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. And there I have my template. It is that easy, you guys. I have 16 large stars, 16 small stars. Now, because I'm gonna have different papers, I am actually going to select all of these stars and make them, I go to Edit, and I'm going to make these ones red. And then, if I go back to Actions, and I go to Duplicate, and I move this second set over, it's already still selected. I'm gonna go to Edit, and I'm gonna make these ones blue. That just tells the Cricut that those are 2 separate sheets of paper. So if I were making this banner, I'm making it with a bunch of different papers, but if I were making this specifically with 1 red and 1 blue, and I wanted them to cut, you know, the same amount of stars on the red and the same amount on the blue, that is how you would do it. So I'm gonna save this project real fast. Save as, stars, oops, stars, banner, save to cloud. Click Make It. And if you see on this is kind of like the prepping page. And you can see that if you scroll, you have all of your stars laid out, which is great. However, I have all different kinds of shapes of paper. So I have one piece that's a 12 by 12. So that is great. This sheet that's up right now, it can fit that 12 by 12. It's the perfect amount of stars. However, I have another sheet. Let's go to one of my blue mats. I have a bunch of other sheets that are 8.5 by 11. So when I first was using the Cricut, you guys, I just would like move the stars because you can select them and you can just move them over. I would just move the stars to be what paper size I needed, and that was so time consuming and it was so hard, and I just thought there has to be a way, and then duh, there is a way. So if you go up to this 6, it's the little mat that's the square on the upper left hand corner, and you click it, you can go to the mat you're on and you click, see where it says 12 by 12, click that, and you can select any of these paper sizes. Duh! And then the Cricut just automatically, the technology changes how many stars can fit. So I click 8.5 by 11 for that one. Oh, and it turned all of the mats that were blue, it turned, because it is assuming that I'm using the same piece of paper for all of the blue stars. So that's how you do that. So next you'll go, let's start with the red mat. I'm gonna click continue. Oh, I gotta select my Cricut. I'm gonna open my Cricut so it's ready to go. I'm going to get my mat. I'm starting with my red 12 by 12 mat. So I am just going to place the paper as best I can on there. Then you press it down. So this is ready. However, this right now, my dial is set to vinyl. So this is actually not even cardstock, this is paper. So I need to, I wonder if I should do paper plus. It's actually like a little bit thicker than paper, so I'm gonna go to, if I turn my dial, just one over from vinyl, there's paper plus. So that means it's like a little bit thicker than paper, but it's not quite cardstock. So you can do it on your dial, or you can change it within the app, especially if you have the most recent Cricut, does not have a dial. So you go ahead and you'll push on the materials and change it to whatever material you're using. Okay, so now your arrow is blinking, indicating that it is ready to suck this through and start cutting. So you push the blinking arrow, then you wait for your little Cricut, your little C to blink, and you press that, and it will suck this through and start cutting. Okay, so that mat just finished cutting 9 stars, and as you can see here, it is going to prompt you to load the next mat. So this is blinking, and it wants you to push it to exit the mat from your Cricut, and then I'll kind of show you. So I'm glad I selected paper plus, because it is, it definitely needed that extra pressure of cutting. Because see, you can see 2 of the stars are kind of still stuck in the paper. It's no problem, I think they'll pop out pretty easily, but if I had just selected paper, they would not have cut all the way through. I have my 9 stars, they look so cute, but as you can see, it is prompting me to load the next mat because it is viewing this as one complete project. And if I had this project perfectly laid out, that would be great. If I were using brand new paper, not scraps, that would be great. And I could just load in each board. But as I told you, I'm not doing that. So on the app, I'm gonna push cancel because now I have all of my scraps. So I'm just gonna see how they fit on the mat and then I'll show you how to adjust. Okay, so in order to customize this and move the stars to do scrap papers, you just click on one of the stars and you can either just drag it to move it, or you can click the 3 dots, you can say hide selected or move object to another mat. I'm actually gonna select a few of them, and you select more than one by just You click the first one and then you hold and press for the second one. And I'm just gonna hide those. And all of those stars should be able to cut on the amount of paper that I have, but let's check it. This is paper, so I'm gonna click continue and I'm gonna move my dial over to the paper plus. You can see my button is blinking. I'm going to feed my map through and push the Cricut button and we'll see if all of these stars get cut out. Look, I guessed right. All of my stars were able to be cut out. Now I'm just gonna carry on cutting my scraps of paper. Guys, now that the Cricut has cut us out these amazing random stars here, I am just gonna put them in order and show you how I put together my banner. I chose the order of my stars and I have them in a stack right here, and I'm gonna sew my stars together. If you don't sew, you can always put holes and string them through using twine. I am gonna just do a straight stitch and feed my stars through my machine.